What is up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. It is Monday, July 3rd, and I just wanted to hop on here real quick. First, I want to remind everybody, if you want to get into our July SGC submission, please get the cards in the mail today if you can, because the deadline, the due date is July 7th, which is this Friday. So, tomorrow is July 4th. If you are out celebrating or have plans or whatever, traveling, hope you have a good time, and hope everybody is safe. If you are new to the channel or just, didn't catch, because I don't do a ton of videos anymore, beginning of this year, so it's been now 6 months ago, I started to dip my toes into the world of reselling, and not just specifically sports cards. I've done eBay for years and years, probably like since 98 or 99. But it was mostly, I would say, 99% sports cards and, buying and selling and stuff like that on there. Occasionally, if I had something around the house of value that I was looking to get rid of, I either upgraded, didn't need anymore, didn't use anymore, whatever, I might plop it up on there and had sold it. But the beginning of this year, I decided, since in December of 2021, I made the choice to leave my job in manufacturing and kind of work for myself. And the entire year of 2022, I was kind of supporting the bills off of selling sports cards and that kind of stuff. I wanted to try something different, mostly because sports cards is a hobby to me, and I didn't want to create it as a work environment mixed with something I'm supposed to enjoy. And there was, I was feeling guilty of buying cards, because if I sold cards, that money I wanted, I needed to use for bills, and I didn't want to be spending on buying cards. So there was just this clash of, arguing with myself and battling with myself on buying cards and that sort of stuff. So this has now allowed me to have a lot more fun. I'm not mixing my business with something I enjoy, which is collecting cards. But it also gives me that element, like cards, of treasure hunting, right? You go to a show, you dig through a value box, whatever, you find a cool card, maybe cheap. You browse eBay, you find what you think is a steal on there. You buy a collection, you don't know what's in it. All of that actually is kind of the same thing with reselling when you're going out sourcing. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to find. And sometimes you find really awesome items, valuable items, rare items, and sometimes cheap prices. So there's several different ways that I go about sourcing. There's thrift stores, there's garage sales, estate sales, yard sales. There is the Goodwill, bins. There's many different ways, but another way to do this is actually some estate companies run online auctions on either a selling platform, or a lot of times they have their own, auction websites. And so there is a local company that sometimes they do about one a week, sometimes two a week, but there's usually an auction up, and I'll occasionally get on there. I don't use it or depend on it a lot, because there is a buyer's premium and all this other stuff that's involved with it. But I've bought from this company twice now. Both times got some really cool items, and was able to actually make a little bit of profit on them. This recent occasion, and the reason I'm doing this on this channel, is because I actually was able to pick up a really cool lot. This auction had, I guess the person collected cards, and there was several different lots. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. I almost missed it because I did not realize the night that the auction was ending what time it was, and several of the lots that had the cards in them had ended. This particular lot I had on my watch list. I actually jumped on the computer with 2.5 minutes before it ended, and was able to get a bid in and then sit and see what happened. So there was other opportunities there. I did not know exactly what the other lots consisted of because it was basically just boxes of cards. So maybe I didn't miss out on anything too much. There was a couple lots that had like game used relic cards or autograph cards. I didn't notice anybody of significance, so I don't think I missed too much there either. But this particular lot right here was pretty cool. And I looked at it, and I don't know a lot about 90s hockey. Obviously there's similarities to like baseball, on the sets and stuff like that, but there's still things that I wasn't quite sure of. And I'm going to show you guys this lot, but there was a card in here that I did see, but I reached out to Carlos, who obviously 90s hockey is his, that's his stick. He loves 90s hockey. And I was like, do you notice anything in the lot? And I sent him some of the screenshots of kind of the listing and the pictures and stuff. And he noticed this particular card that was in this lot as well. And let's go through and I'll just show you. It was listed as a 37 card hockey lot, including some stars, top loaded. Is kind of how they put it. And you see here are some of the cards. So there is a Pinnacle Zenith. It's like a diamond. I can't remember exactly what it says right there. Stanley Cup champion. So it has like the ring right there. Champion salute. And what looks to be a little diamond. It's not actually a diamond in there, but there's a Mark Messier. So, cool little card there. Here is a Messier it's Messier and Messier, but it's a Star Factor. So it has him there, double-sided from Limited. Again, Mark Messier. These are the Scotty Bowman's Best, and this is Paul Correa. Here's a Bowman's Best base, Wayne Gretzky. Here is a Donruss Preferred National Treasures die cut Pavel Bure. That's a pretty cool card there. Limited Potential. This is Vladimir, cannot pronounce his last name, and Sergei Fedorov. So nice Fedorov there. This is Preferred. This is Platinum. Brendan Shanahan. This is a silver cut to the chase, and that version of it, they're die cut. Now this reminds me of what they do, the Z-axis and stuff. That's kind of what this reminded me of. I don't believe these are anywhere near as rare as those in baseball, but still kind of cool card. And that's Ethan Morrow. Here's a gold one cut to the chase. This is Chris Phillips rookie. You can kind of see what I'm talking about with like the Z-axis, Y-axis, just the edge and the die cut. It kind of reminded me of those. Joe Thornton. This is a gold, but it is not the cut to the chase. Here is a Mark Denise silver. National Treasures. This isn't the die cut. Yzerman there, Steve Yzerman. SP Authentic Honor Roll, Martin Brodeur. This is a Tomorrow's Headliners. Who was that there? I don't have my reading glasses on, so I can't read the name on that one. It's kind of hard with that foil too. But anyway, here's another one of those Avalanche player. It's up. The name is up here. I just can't read it. And I am not familiar with everybody and who they are. Yeah, I can't read it. Here is a Dominic Hasek, Scotty Bowman, another Paul Correa. Here is a Peter Forsberg and a Jaromir Jagr. On those, this is a Martin Brodeur. This is private stock. Pretty cool looking card there, and it is like a blank back. There's another Messier. This is another one of those potentials. Sergei Berezin and Jaromir Jagr. National Treasure Teemu Selanne. This one is the die cut. Here is Bowman's Best, and this is a refractor. It is Daniel Kachuk, it looks like, out of 400. And then this one was one that I noticed in the pictures, obviously living from the area. Peter Bondra. I'm actually surprised these refractors are not worth more, but Peter Bondra refractor out of 400. So that one was pretty cool. Here's a Team Pinnacle Martin Brodeur. That was a really cool one. Oh, it's Brodeur and Chris Osgood there on the back. Here is a Osgood Star Factor. John Van Beesbrook. This is limited counterparts, and it also has Roman Turek on the back. That was pretty cool. Another gold Martin Brodeur. Gold Ryan Smith. Mike Modano. Gold. Platinum Mark Messier. Gold Jaroslav. Can't pronounce his last name there. Not going to butcher that. This is the Bowman's Best Fusion, and it is Ray Bork and who's that there? Eric Brewer, I believe that's what it says. Bowman's Best Performers, Vincent LeCavalier. And then here's a vintage card, Harold Snepsts. So a little vintage thrown in there. I thought that was kind of funny, and it is O-Pee-Chee. So I thought that was interesting. One little lonely vintage card. And then this was the winner. Winner chicken dinner. Bowman's Best Ray Bork Atomic. Numbered out of 100. The last time that I seen one that sold on eBay, the .com platform, raw, it did $250. There was one on .ca, which is the Canada eBay platform. I think that one did $188. So, you know, roughly $225 card, raw. And I got the entire lot for $11 with plus the 15% buyer premium. So let's call it like $12.60 for all 37 cards. I thought that was a steal of a deal. I did not expect it to go too cheap, or that cheap. This was up. Now, the photos sucked, but this was up in like the top left corner. You could tell that it had the atomic look to it. Now, my biggest question, the reason I reached out to Carlos for confirmation on what I saw, and all I said was, do you see anything, you know, worthwhile in here? I didn't know if they did anything like baseball with like the previews and that kind of stuff, and I didn't want to get my hopes up that this was like, you know, a nice atomic, you know, valuable card, and then it just turned out to be like some kind of preview or something. So was pretty cool to find that. Again, just a random online estate auction. I did pick up a few other items from this same sale. That my total price spent was $89.87. That's with buyer premium and everything. I picked up, without the cards, probably $600 worth of items in resale value. Two of the items, though, I'm going to admit I kind of screwed up on. They do have value, but they are ginormous. They're actually servers for computers, and they do have value, but I did not realize the pictures did not make them look as big as they are, and those things are huge. So even if I sold them, I don't know how I would ship them. So gonna figure that part out. I might tear them apart and piece them out, honestly. But yeah, overall, great sale. I also hit up a few estate sales when I did have to go. Like, these aren't shipped, so I do go pick them up in person. So I don't pay any shipping fees or anything like that. And while I was in the area where the office is, where you pick the stuff up, there was like three other estate sales that day. I picked them up Friday. So I was able to even make a trip out of it to pick up a few more items. So all in all, very successful, and just goes to show you can find cards in many, many different places and find steals where you least expect it. So anyway, once again, I hope everybody has a wonderful 4th of July. If I do not talk to you before then, I hope everybody is doing good out there, and be safe. Stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.